John in?
So this is Bob Schmidt. Do you want me on video?
Bob, you're all right. You can just hang tight. Yeah, we don't need you on video if you don't want to be.
I can be if you want to face, just let me know.
All right.
Okay.
I think we're ready to roll, Mr. Mayor.
Do we have
John Geisler here?
Yep.
Oh, yep, he's here.
He's here?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order and we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance for those of us in chambers. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
America.
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Here.
Housechild,
Here.
Nelson,
Here.
Peterson,
Here.
Mayor Boucher.
Here. Announcements. Do any counselors have announcements they'd like to make? Start with Counselor Geisler.
No announcements now, thank you.
Counselor Nelson.
No announcement.
Counselor Peterson.
Just a big congratulations to the Proctor Hermantown Mirage girls hockey team and their championship. Very exciting.
Thank you. And Counselor Housechild. I guess not.
Oh, grandson
yep.
mute.
Went through.
Okay, we have no public hearings tonight or communications, no presentations. Next is item 8, public discussion. Before we get started, we have 2 opportunities for public discussion for people. This is a general public discussion. Later, we will have a public discussion section for each motion that's made. This is general public discussion. Does anyone wish to speak to the council about any item not on the agenda? We ask that you limit your time to 3 minutes per person. If so, please state your name and address for the record. Any general public discussion? Hearing none, we will move to the consent agenda. Do we have a motion for the consent agenda?
So moved.
I'll second Geisler.
Motion by Counselor Peterson, second by Counselor Geisler. Roll call, please.
Counselor Housechild,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. We'll move to ordinances. Second reading of ordinance 2021-01. An ordinance amending chapter 5 alcoholic beverages of the City of Hermantown City Code by amending section 520 license fees. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Peterson.
Second, Housechild.
Motion by Counselor Peterson, second by Counselor Housechild. Mr. Mulder.
This ordinance would reduce the fees by 25% for the years, for the license year of July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022. It also removes any fees for advanced funding.
Thank you. Do we have any comments from council? Counselor?
Not in regards to the ordinance, but Mr. Mulder was difficult to hear. Mayor, you sound well. Mr. Mulder was a little bit muffled and didn't sound like his microphone was picking him up.
Sorry, I forgot to turn my mic on. Try that.
All right,
Better?
thank you. Yes.
Can hear you. Yeah, hear you now.
Thank you. Counselor Nelson?
No comment.
Counselor Peterson?
No comment or questions.
Counselor Housechild?
I think I'm glad that we did this because we did our best to evaluate, the impact that our bars and restaurants had last year due to COVID and calculated the percentage discount for this sort of upcoming year to reflect that loss that they had in sales. So, just glad that we're able to do something to provide some relief.
Thank you. Is there any member of the public that wishes to comment on this ordinance at this time? If so, state your name and address for the record. Is there any public comment on ordinance 2021-01? Hearing no comment, roll call, please.
Counselor Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Ordinance 2021-02, an ordinance amending Chapter 3 Public Property of the City of Hermantown Code by amending Section 350 Accepted and Open Streets and Roads. This is a second reading. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Nelson.
I'll second Geisler.
Motion by Counselor Nelson, second by Counselor Geisler. Mr. Mulder.
This is an ordinance that we update periodically as we make changes to and accept new roads. So we highlighted the changes here from going back to, I think it was 2016, including the addition of some streets, but then just renaming certain segments and updating at least one of those roads where we changed from gravel to bituminous.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Counselor Geisler,
No questions.
Counselor Nelson,
No.
Counselor Peterson,
Nope.
Counselor Housechild.
Nope.
Is there any public comment on this matter at this time on ordinance 2021-02? If so, please state your name and address for the record. Any public comment on ordinance 2021-02? With no comment, could we have a roll call?
Counselor Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolutions, Resolution 2021-41. Resolution approving the purchase of wetland credits associated with Keene Creek Park Trail Project. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second, Housechild.
Motion by Counselor Peterson, second by Counselor Housechild. Mr. Mulder.
We'll let Mr. Johnson explain this one.
Eric?
Great, thank you very much. As Mr. Mayor had said, this is for the purchase of wetland credits associated with the wetland impacts for the Keene Creek Park Trail segment, which is going to be heard later on this evening. There's approximately 16,500 square feet of impacts associated with this trail. This project has been reviewed and approved by the Hermantown TAP panel for this work.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Counselor Geisler,
No questions.
Counselor Nelson,
No.
Counselor Peterson,
No.
Counselor Housechild.
Nope.
Any public comment on resolution 2021-41? If so, please state your name and address for the record. Is there any public comment on the resolution for the purchase of wetland credits? Roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2021-42. Resolution approving a special use permit for the grading and filling within a shoreland overlay zoning district. Do we have a motion?
So moved, Grant.
Second.
Nelson.
Motion by Councilor Housechild. I believe the second included Councilor Nelson.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what came through. Mr.
My-
Mulder, should we let Mr. Johnson explain this one?
Yes.
Eric?
Great, thank you again. This is a special use permit request actually done by the city of Hermantown per DNR requirements for the roadway work associated with the Lake Junction project. There was two natural shoreline environments that cross Lake Junction. This permit will cover the road work, culverts, as well as any public or private utilities associated with the project.
Thank you. Do we have any questions from council? Councilor Geisler?
No questions.
Councilor Nelson?
No.
Councilor Peterson?
Nope.
Councilor Housechild? Is there any public input on this resolution? If so, please your name and address for the record. Is there any public input on resolution 2021-42? Roll call, please.
Counselor Housechild,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2021-43, resolution approving the environmental covenant and easement. Do we have a motion?
Motion
So
to
moved.
approve.
I'll
Second.
second.
Counselor Nelson for the motion and Counselor Geisler for the second.
Sorry, John.
So this is a covenant and an easement at the wellness center because when during construction, we found some contaminated soils. So we had to put in a vapor barrier and a monitoring system. So this covenant would then be recorded on part of the title in case there'd be a future owner. It also provides an easement to the MPCA for any testing and monitoring of that as well. This does require us through the Y to do periodic reports and monitoring, and then do an annual report to the MPCA on that system.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Counselor Geisler,
No questions.
Counselor Nelson,
No.
Counselor Peterson,
Nope.
Counselor Housechild. Is there any public input on this resolution? If so, please state your name and address for the record. Is there any public input for resolution 2021-43? Could we have a roll call?
Counselor Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild, Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2021-44, resolution receiving bids and recommending the award of the contract for St. Louis County Project CP 0056-284469/SP 069-656-018, reclaim and overlay with utility improvements on Morris Thomas Road in the amount of $175,195. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve Geisler.
Second, Peterson.
Motion by Counselor Geisler, second by Counselor Peterson. Mr. Mulder.
So St. Louis County will be redoing Morris Thomas Road in 2021. And as part of that project, they've asked us to move some sewer pipe as they replace a culvert on King Creek. And then we're also upgrading some water hydrants there. So we had them include the work that we wanted done in their bid project. And so we are recommending that the county enter into that agreement and have that work done this summer.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Counselor Geisler,
No questions.
Counselor Nelson,
No.
Counselor Peterson,
Nope.
Counselor Housechild. And Mr. Mulder, did this come in significantly under engineering estimates?
Yeah, we had estimated, our city engineer had estimated it at about 204. The county engineers had it a little bit higher, I think at 214. So we're at 175.
That's great. Thank you. Is there any public comment on this matter? If so, please state your name and address for the record. Any public input on resolution 2021-44? Roll call, please.
Counselor Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2021-45, resolution receiving bids and awarding contract for Keene Creek Park Trail in the amount of $286,778.53. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Peterson?
Second, Housechild.
Motion by Counselor Peterson, second by Counselor Housechild. Mr. Mulder, should we have Mr. Johnson explain this one?
Sure.
Eric?
Great, thank you again. This is for the trail segment going from Morris Thomas Road running south into King Creek Park. The city received 6 bids for this project, ranging from the low bid from Viting Company up to approximately $345,000. That was the high bid. The engineer's estimate did come in at $270,000, so it's within 6% of the engineer's estimate for the project.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Counselor Geisler,
No questions.
Counselor Nelson,
No.
Counselor Peterson,
No questions.
Counselor Housechild. Is there any public input on this resolution? If so, state your name and address for the record. Is there any public input for resolution 2021-45? Roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2021-46, resolution approving application for new license charitable gambling by Hermantown Amateur Hockey Association for Mackenzie's Bar and Grill.
Motion to approve, Peterson?
Second, Geisler.
Motion by Counselor Peterson, second by Counselor Geisler. Mr. Mulder?
So the Hermantown Area Hockey Association wants to have the ability to sell pull tabs, and they come to an agreement with Mackenzie's Bar and Grill to do that at that location. And so this council needs to approve that gambling license.
Thank you. And Counselor, questions? If we do have any questions, Mr. Schmidt is here from the Hockey Association who runs the gambling and could answer some if we needed. Are there any questions from council? Counselor Geisler?
No questions.
Counselor Peterson?
No, I just think it's great that we have another opportunity to support the community, to support our youth, support organizations in this way.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I missed Counselor Nelson.
No questions.
Sorry about the order. Counselor.
No problem.
I don't think he heard you.
No questions for me.
Thank you. Any public input on this matter? Does any member of the public wish to comment? If so, please state your name and address for the record. Is there any public input on resolution 2021-46? Roll call, please.
Counselor Housechild,
Aye.
Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2021-47, resolution approving change order number 5 for sewer improvement district number 448. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Nelson.
Second, Housechild.
Motion by Counselor Nelson, second by Counselor Housechild. Mr. Mulder.
This change order involves 2 separate things. The first one is, it is all of the signage along that trail, including the crosswalk at Anderson and the gates to prevent motorized vehicles, but it'll have all the necessary signage there as well. This does not include signage for the naming of it as though. The second part of this is an update to the stormwater pond and including the catch basin and an extension of pipe at the Public Works facility.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Counselor Geisler,
No questions.
Counselor Nelson,
No questions.
Counselor Peterson,
Nope.
Counselor Housechild.
No questions.
Is there any public input on resolution 2021-47? If so, please state your name and address for the record. Is there any public input on resolution 2021-47? Roll call, please.
Counselor Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild,
I,
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolution 2021-48, resolution approving the 2021 speed and aggressive driving enforcement grant between the city of Duluth and city of Hermantown. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second,
Geisler.
Nelson.
Motion by Counselor Geisler, second by Counselor Nelson. Mr. Mulder.
This is a grant between the city of Hermantown and Duluth just to do some additional enforcement. During the last year, we've seen across the state increased speeding and aggressive driving. So this is a grant to try to slow some of that down.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Counselor Geisler,
No questions.
Counselor Nelson,
Nope.
Counselor Peterson,
Nope.
Counselor Housechild.
nope.
Any public input on this resolution? If so, please state your name and address for the record. Is there any public input on resolution 2021-48? Roll call, please.
Counselor Peterson,
Aye.
Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild,
I,
Nelson,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. And next we have resolution 2021-49, a resolution proclaiming the date of April 8th, 2021 as Proctor Hermantown Mirage State Champions Day in Hermantown. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second, Nelson.
Motion by Counselor Peterson, second by Counselor Nelson. I will read the motion for the record. City of Hermantown proclamation. Whereas the shared girls hockey team of Hermantown and Proctor Schools has won its first ever Minnesota State High School League state championship. And whereas the Mirage have inspired, entertained, and invigorated the citizens of Hermantown through the players and coaches' dedication to the highest level of play and success in all of high school hockey. And whereas the championship team posted a perfect record of 21 wins without a single loss. And whereas residents of Hermantown look to these young leaders and their coaches as role models, both on and off the ice. And whereas the combination of dedication, effort, energy, hard work, and more, which it takes to win an MSHSL state championship, is greatly valued and respected. And whereas our community can take pride in the connections and contributions we have made in the lives of those who have helped the Mirage claim their first ever state championship and want to honor the team for its incredible accomplishments. Therefore, as mayor of the city of Hermantown, Minnesota, on behalf of the city council, I do hereby declare and proclaim the date of April 8th, 2021 as Proctor Hermantown Mirage State Champions Day in Hermantown, proclaimed by the City Council of the City of Hermantown this 5th of April, 2021. Do we have any comments from council? Councilor Geisler.
Just congratulations to the team. I turned it on in the second period and watched. It was quite entertaining. Last of the game and overtime session. So congratulations to the Mirage.
Thank you. Councilor Nelson.
Congratulations. I appreciate their hard work effort. I enjoyed watching the game as well and the overtime.
Thank you. Councilor Peterson.
No, I happen to know a lot of the girls on the team and watched pretty much every game that I could. They were a great representation of our community and to the girls to follow. So congratulations.
Thank you. Councilor Housechild.
I just did what everyone else said. Congratulations, and we're proud to have you in our community and representing us.
Thank you. And as the father of a former member of the team, I appreciate the dedication and work that it goes into to reach this accomplishment. And I'm very happy for these girls on their success. Do we have any public input on this matter? If so, state your name and address for the record. Is there any public input on this resolution? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Housechild, Nelson,
Aye.
Peterson,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. And with that, we have to move into closed session. Do we have a motion to go into closed session?
Motion to go into closed session, Nelson.
Second, Peterson. Oh,
Motion by Counselor Nelson, second by Counselor Peterson. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign.
So we'll be on a separate Zoom call here shortly.
So we leave this meeting and go to the other one, correct?
Do we have a link for that one?
I think John Mulder